guess it's like, the consolation prize or whatever. So, because, this game, we knew it was going to be one more Bucks game. We just didn't know exactly when, but apparently it happened yesterday. It probably happened during when I was at work. So, and plus, I didn't get the chance to do any videos for the past few days because busy with work and just a little bit stressful. And plus, I had the grandson as well and all that other stuff. So, I'm just making a little bit of time to make some videos before I go to a wrestling event today. So the first, House of Headlock show that I actually went to, like, there's a few times I went to like a combination show that they had, with certain other pads. So this would be my first, first House of Headlock solo show, I should say. So y'all see this early, check them out. Look at WFSO, website, I should say, WrestlingFansSpeakout.weebly.com, and look at upcoming events, and it should be posted on there. And you probably still got time to check it out. If if you're in the Midwest, you can check out that show tonight. So cheap little plug for them. But anyways, from the highlights that I was looking at, it looked like it was like no end in sight, cause it was like back and forth. It reminded me of the first game that the Bucks had against Denver, like back and forth. But but the other sad news is after they did sign Chris Livingston, that 1-year contract, they didn't use him at this game. But Bojo Markovic, they did use him, and I thought he had a good showing for his past few games, but I guess, the effort stuff, like, it just wasn't enough. So, yeah, 93-92 with the final score. A little bit good on defense, it seemed like on all games, but it just wasn't enough offensively. So I think that's going to be one of the problems that, the Bucks may end up suffering, if they do Summer League. Well, they're going to have Summer League next year, but depends on who they bring in. So it's just going to be, the tale of a tale, and like to see what happened. Let's look at their quarter status. Like I said, I didn't see that much of that game yesterday. I just saw the highlights this morning. So Miami, I think that the highest that they scored in the quarter, with 29 and Milwaukee 24. Second quarter, Miami 23 and Milwaukee was up in that quarter 28. Like I said, this game was like back and forth lead, so it just came down to the wire. So I like that kind of hustle that, if you're losing by like this much, at least you're trying. So I can't get mad at that. You're just like, oh, I wish it would have went our way, but sometimes it don't. Then you got the excuse me. Okay, the second quarter was Milwaukee's 28. That was the highest that they scored in the quarter. Then you got the third quarter, Miami 27, and you got the Bucks 21. So I take it was like a little bit of downhill from there in the second half. And this was a little bit of turn in events, but it's just like I said, it just wasn't enough. Both of these teams, this is the lowest that both teams scored in the quarter. Miami 14 and Milwaukee's 19. So let's get to, we're going to do the player status. We're going to start with, team status, I should say. 33 is 78. That's 42% from the field for Miami. Not good three-point shooting. 9 of 30 from 3, but it looks like they made the shots when it counted. So yeah, not bad at free throw shooting either. 18 of 22. Might as well say that's 82% from the free throw line. 10 offensive rebounds, total of 43 rebounds, 24 assists, and a massive 12 steals and massive 11 blocks, but their turnovers, wow. But then again, it's Summer League. Of course, people going to make mistakes. Anyway, so now let's go to the Buck status. Daisy, come here. Come here. Sorry, I just got to call my dog for a minute. Yeah, come here. Ivy, not you. You're good right here. You want me to... Hold on. Is that better? I swear, our dog Daisy, Chihuahua, she was from Texas before we had got her, and she ended up here in Wisconsin. And It's like with the hot days and stuff, it's nothing to her. And she can like be in the blanket like she is now under a blanket and still don't feel hot. So hey, that's dog for you. But anyways, team status is this is the Bucks. Okay, 31 to 82 with 38% from the field. That's not good. A little bit better than Miami, but still not good enough. 13 to 41 with I said 32% from three. Not bad at free throw shooting either. 17 to 21 with 81% from the free throw line, which is not bad. Better offense, yeah. Better offensive rebounds. 13 rebounds, and total of 44 rebounds. 16 assists. They got to do a little bit better than that. 9 steals, 9 blocks. So, like I said, it was kind of like a defensive game on both ends, and just came down to the wire. But yeah, turnovers, yeah, that's crazy. They just really got to turn that down. But then again, it's their last game, so go out with a bang, and why not? So let's get to the player status with the Heat first. So sorry, I'm just not going to be familiar with all these guys. Let's see. Vladislav Golden, they did get him, but yeah, he was like, I think he didn't get drafted at all, and I think Miami just got him through like undrafted players. So it's one of them. One of the players that I wanted the Bucks to get, but still happy we know what they went after anyway. 18 points for Golden, 4 blocks, that's huge. 10 rebounds, so double for him. 2 offensive rebounds, 4 from the free throw, 7 to 10 from the field, so not bad field goal shooting. Myron Gardner, 16 points, 1 block, 4 steals, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, with 1 offensive rebounds. Perfect 6 to 6 from the free throw. Excuse me. 2 of 4 from 3 and 4 of 14 from the field. Ouch. Eric Stevenson, you got 14 points, 1 block, 5 assists, 3 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds, 2 from the free throw, 4-10 from 3, and 4 of 14 from the field. Ouch. Kira Lewis Jr., I think they drafted him too. 10 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 offensive rebound, 1 of 1 from the free throw, 1 of 4 from 3, and 4-10 from the field. Yeah, it's kind of awful. Probably there's only like 2 players we can talk about that from the bench, and Danger. Sorry if I got it wrong, but 8 points, 3 rebounds. Oh wow, didn't do much of anything, but 8 points, 3 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds, and 4 or 6 from the field. So he probably is a big man. That's just my guess. Javante Cookie, Cook. Okay, sorry. Led the bench with 14 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 6 assists, 3 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds, 4-4 from the free throw, 0-4 from 3, but 5 of 10 from the field. So that's that, and now let's talk about the Bucks player status. So Tyler Smith, really, have an answer. So I guess we can talk about all the starting 5 because like I said, there's a few players that haven't played. Like I said, Mark did not play. And like I mentioned before, Chris Lieberstein did not play. And some of the players you see right here did not play at all. So just insane. So we're gonna talk about the starting 5. So Conrad Ryan had a good showing in the first game and the second game and a couple of games recently, so not too bad for him. 9 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 6 rebounds with 3 offensive rebounds. Perfect 7 to 7 from the free throw, 0 to 6 from 3, but 1 to 8 from the field. So yeah, all his points maybe came from like free throw shooting. So kind of like a bad shooting game. Malik Williams, big guy, praising about. So maybe Bucks can't sign him. Maybe he'll be good. Go to their G League. You never know. 7 points, and he does have the highest plus minus with +9. 1 block, 2 assists, 10 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds, 1 to 2 from 3, and 3 to 7 from the field. And just field goal shooting, just win this game. Tyler Smith, yeah, he really showed out in this game. So I'm glad there's still potential and the high hope for Tyler Smith. Just hopefully he gets some playing time this coming season. Well, we don't even hope, but Doc Rivers claimed that they're gonna start going younger. Just wait and see. Anyways, Tyler Smith led the team with 21 points. Okay, only one turnover. 5 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. 5 of 6 from the free throw. 4 of 6 from 3 and 6 of 13 from the field. So not too bad. Oh, excuse me. Okay, Marcus Noel with 12 points. Kind of crazy with the turnovers. 2 blocks. Whoa, that's big for a guard. 5 assists, 4 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. 2 of 5 from 3 and 5 of 10 from the field. Got Stanley Ume, 13 points, 3 blocks. Wow. So yeah, seems like most of the team was good, like on the block parties. Okay. 1 steal, 2 assists, 3 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. 2 of 2 from the free throw, 3 of 6 from 3, and 4 of 9 from the field. So that's good. Let's see. There's probably only 3 players to talk about from the bench. Okay, Bojoja Markovic. So we still don't know what the Bucks is going to do with him. And like I said, the last few games he had a good showing. But it's like, is he going to be on the main roster, or are they going to sign him to like a G League contract and just have him play next year, or are they going to decide, we're just going to let one of the two-way players go and probably sign him to like a two-way. That's a possibility, and that would probably give him more like known, like get him to G League and play some of the up there. So, but God, it'll be hard to like who would they want to waive. So that's be a problem if they decide to do that. Or if there's a trade and making like maybe they said skip Andre Jackson Jr. or because he didn't even play today. Or also maybe Kyle Kuzma and Andre Jackson Jr. and maybe somebody will bite for trade them just for like maybe one player. Then you can sign Bojo Job to like if you want to do a 2-way contract, or I say just sign him to an NBA contract and just get multiple deals and let him get his way, like learn more of the ropes, either in like both the NBA and plus the G League. So that's just my take, and I hope he really does get a chance because, like I said, the past few games he really showed out. 12 points, only 2 overs, but 2 blocks, 1 steal, 2 assists, 4 rebounds with 1 offensive rebound, 2 of 3 from the free throw, but 0 of 3 from 3, and 5 of 8 from the field. So not too bad. Terrence Edwards Jr. 7 points. Let's see. 4 rebounds with 3 offensive rebounds, 1 of 3 from the free throw, 0 of 1 from 3, but 3 of 6 from the field. So not too bad. And Wade Taylor the 4th, 8 points, 3 steals, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 of 7 from 3, but 3 of 11 from the field. So yeah, that's the fight. So overall, that's it for both teams, like this summer league. And I know they're gonna have the playoffs. I think starting on tomorrow. So they do the their little playoffs and the championship round. I think that goes on Monday as well. So good luck to whoever's make it up there. So final score 93-92. Bucks in Heat winning over the Bucks. Kind of like a consolation round. So Miami overall they're 2-3 and Bucks overall 1-4. Yeah, last year they didn't win any games in the summer league, none at all. And you see, something for a change, 1-4. So, and majority of them, except for I think it was like 1 to 2 games, they were like very close. So at least they was hustling. So good on the youth movement. Okay, we just gonna read a few things before we go. I don't know why these supports going on. So this could go 1 or 2 ways. So it seems like for how some people are making it and some of these reporters are. So Obviously Milwaukee Bucks won't come out and flat out say that they are looking to trade Kyle Kuzma, but recent comments sound like they're inventing big things for him. New interview with Eric Needham with John Horst, the general manager, made it clear that this franchise is still firmly believes in Kuzma. So they are going to stick with him, and like I said, y'all probably saw some of the deal workouts all season so far. So that's good. Sorry, and yeah, he was one of those players you're thinking like, okay, he should have worked out with Giannis when Giannis invited the young players, to work out with him. So should have done the same for Kyle Kuzma. But that's just me. But yeah, he's looking to bounce back. The rough second half of the season last year. Well, we might have said this past season. But yeah, in addition to having more familiarity with his teammates and coaches, Horst made it clear that ability to play more power forward, his natural position, could help Kuzma. Upon his arrival last year, he started as a small forward, a role hasn't played much. Oh, okay, that explains something. Hasn't played much in his career, and coming off the bench as Giannis Antetokounmpo's backup could let him play for his true spot, which in theory could help him feel more comfortable. I wouldn't say that'd be totally great, but they could have more bench power maybe. But things can change. In the matter of what happens. When training camp starts in late September. So things can change after that. So you never know. And plus they probably gonna do their butt scrimmage before the season starts like they normally do. I just normally would miss when I think who was coach at the time? I think it was Jason Kidd when they had you can see the scrimmage, then actually you can meet up with the players afterwards. So that was always great, and it just sucks. You just ever since Budenholzer was there, like you can still see like the scrimmage, but you cannot get the picture or sign with players. So I think that one just kind of sucked. So yeah, we know like small forward it was they haven't played, and I don't know, but if you have a backup, it's like what is Bobby Portis going to do? So I take this part of the interview to a grain of salt because, like I said, things can change. Even then, Kuzma will have more work to do. Defensively, he is largely fine, accepting matchups to him and doing well. However, his offensive and getting close to the hoop is a much different story. And plus, like, seems like you getting trapped on there. It's like, why are you showing throwing F-bombs? Like, just throw anything up there, just not to get like hack or foul. So I think it has something to do. Maybe he had like a recent injury before he came to the Bucks and probably was just scared to take it in or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, 39% from the field when he was with the Bucks. Okay, and then in playoffs he was disastrous at the rim, shooting 4 of 13, which is 31% in a restricted area. Every single time he drove the hoop, it looked like a man without a plan. That's two, because he's going too fast. And like I say, he could be one of the fastest players on that team, but he got to know that he got to work something out. So, well, it seems like they may, just wait and just like see if he got value at the trade deadline and see how he does. So if he does like very, very well, I don't see them moving him. I don't see that. But if another team's like seeing how good he could be this coming season, and decide they want to, go after him, I think Bucks will not say no to a trade. It just depends what's right for them. But my opinion, they're gonna keep on Kuzma for the full season and just go for what they think. And let's see, if I can get to this link, if it ever click up. There we go. Okay, with the Marcus Smart situation, he's going to the Lakers after he cleared waivers from the Wizards, which was pretty shocking. Didn't even think it was going to go that way. It's rarely obvious from the front office they wanted to complete a trade for Kuzma in order to escape the second apron, with much make sense where if some people don't realize it or not. It's like Bucks had like an old team, and it's like it seemed like you was dealing with the same team in like so many years. It's like when you gonna finally pull the trigger. So they finally did. Late last season or during the trade deadline, and decided what, we got to move on from Middleton and get what we can get available. So Kyle Kuzma, why not? Okay. Of course, Kuzma can't space the floor and check the dribble, and can be versatile, but he just really, had to step up and be more like stronger and like slow down his pace a bit. Because like he's coming in, like a rat out of hell. So that's just mainly what it is. So we'll see how this front court. So it seems like Kyle Kuzma will probably be starting for the Bucks, no matter how people like it or not. That's most likely it's going to happen. Unless he didn't make no improvements in training camp in the off season, he won't start. But if they see like improvements with him during training camp, then they will start him. But guys, let me get out of here. Let me know what y'all think about this. So comment below what you think. Also, like this video if you like today's video, and please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. When we get to 1,000, we will do like a prize package or a giveaway. Don't know what it's going to be so far, so it's like a wait and see. And also, after 1,000, like if it goes well, with doing like prize packages and stuff like that, we will do more of them. Like after we get to 1,000 subscribers. So I know everybody likes free stuff, so go ahead and subscribe. And also, over 2,800 videos accounted on YouTube, and one of the longest reigning YouTube channels there is. Daisy, just relax. I don't know, her thing is like she like going to the room for a reason. But anyways, check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. I know I got an update on that quickly before I leave and go to the wrestling show. And probably when I get back tonight, I will do another video talk about tomorrow's TNA Slammiversary. It's probably going to be the first non-WWE pay-per-view that I'm actually going to pay for. So, but I know it's got like NXT stars involved. But yeah, this will be the first one I'm actually paid for, and I will do a watch party. Just waiting. Ooh, excuse me. Panic attack. Sorry about that. We'll just wait and see which channels that we're going to use. The watch party, because who knows? It may stay on a little bit longer than do Aftermath after that. Who knows? Anyways, thanks to Mike and Robert Thompson for sponsorship, and also Midwest Wrestling Collectibles. They're having a liquidation sale, so if you want some wrestling stuff, they got it really on there for sale. Check them out on Facebook, and you may find something that you may really want. So, man up, face up, woman up, checking your mental health, and until the next video, you guys have a good one, and see you later.